Hi everybody, Electronics here, and it's time to play some Evolve. So we're gonna be playing as a monster, and I will probably be playing as Raze, because Raze is actually pretty damn fun. Like you create the copies of yourself, you abduct people, like it's pretty fun. It's pretty damn fun. Although it's kind of like this abduction ability is kind of weird to aim. But when it works, it's actually pretty damn good because you can isolate somebody kind of a decent distance, and it's good. It's pretty decent, I think. So for our perks, I will probably choose the hunger because feeding speed is actually pretty valuable. Like this means that it's harder to chase you down. This means that you can keep moving. This means that even if they find you, you can still kind of finish eating. And that's obviously nice in my opinion. I don't have any silver or golden perks for the monster yet, so I'm gonna be playing with what I have, but right now, yeah, let's go ahead and play some Raze. So it's gonna be Bucket, Lazarus, Jack, and Torvald. Ooh, that's actually pretty good, pretty interesting, because Bucket can reset the healing for Lazarus, and Jack can actually prevent me from moving anywhere. So basically, the way Jack works is that he has the ability that restricts your movement if Jack is casting it like in your face. Like basically, it prevents you from moving forward, right? So, and since as a Raze, lots of your skills require you to actually dash forward, like your abduction, your first skill, I don't remember how it's called. Your abduction, your supernova, your warp blast. All of those skills require you to actually move forward, so Jack can actually counter that pretty easily. So the reason I'm sneaking right now instead of just straight up flying is because this way they don't have my footprints on the screen. And the reason it's valuable right now is because they have Jack. And Jack doesn't have Daisy, or any of the form of just straight up tracking your position, aside of from his trapper ability. So he will actually need to see my footprints in order to locate me, and he won't be able to do this now. So now that they track me with the planet scanner, I will start just running around as fast as possible, trying to lose them. I just triggered this camp, yeah, this camp of birds, so that way they are headed this way. But I will try to run away as soon as possible. Let's eat this monster. Okay, great. So I will try to run this way, and let's sneak now. This way they won't see my footprints, and I will maybe be able to juke them, except they just found me. So I need to be super fast. Here. Let's create my clone. It will at least distract them. And now I will sneak this way. Let's try to completely juke them. Oh, they actually trapped me. Good. Good. I wanted to do that. Oh, he actually sees me with the scanner, right? Yeah. With the satellite, he can easily see me. So I will create my clone, and then I will just jump in. Let's try to kill Lazarus. So when you have Lazarus on the hunter team, you really want to kill him and him only. Because he can resurrect people, even in combat, even everything like that, he can just easily resurrect anything he wants. So now let's try and kill Jack, maybe? So Jack is down, now we have Bucket and Torvald to worry about. They actually broke through my armor. But am I really concerned about that, or am I just going to try and kill them? Wait, can I just end the game here? Because Torvald is alone, and there is no way that he can actually fight this. Okay, so That was raids for you guys. Yep, I love being a monster. Monster is pretty damn easy. Pretty damn easy to play. But that was a very fast match, so I think we'll grab another one. We'll grab another match because that was way too fast, you know? That was way damn too fast. We got a new perk, some silver keys. Good. Good. So let's go ahead and queue up again. Let's go ahead and queue up again because that was kind of ridiculous. That was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, it shows you how strong the monster is right now, because previously when Evolve was actually like a straight up AAA $60 release, you were almost like it was impossible to kill hunters as stage 1 monster because you had no way of doing enough damage to them like for it to even matter, you know? But now like I just rushed down Lazarus and everything just fell apart super fast. And yeah, and at the same time I've also been on the receiving end of this whole thing, of this whole fighting with the monster, especially as a healer. Like when you have a team that can't do any damage to the monster, like look at that, they were able to break my armor only after I killed 2 of them. And that's horrible. Like, you want to pierce monster's armor if he is already like full on fighting you, like if he isn't trying to avoid you or anything, in like probably, I don't know, like 20 to 30 seconds. Like that's like the perfect result. Like if you can't do that, he will probably wipe out all of you like slowly, because all he needs to do really is to knock out a healer and then use his abilities that have any sort of displacement to prevent the resurrection of a healer. Because you can't, I believe that you cannot prevent the resurrection just by damage. Maybe it's certain classes, because I definitely recall that when I was resurrecting people, sometimes I just wouldn't be interrupted. I would be taking damage, full-on damage from the monster, but I would still be able to cast the healing and revive my teammate, you know? So, yeah, and in that match, since they had Lazarus, and as I was saying before, Lazarus is a healer whose mechanic, like his mechanic is to resurrect people, not necessarily heal them, but resurrect. He's kind of a very aggressive all-in healer, because his primary weapon allows you to do more damage to the monster. So you just want your teammates to rush down the monster as fast as possible. Maybe one of them dies, but then you just resurrect them and it's all good. Also, he has stealth field, but you can still see him if you deal damage to him. And you just need to stick to him. Like, you won't see his nameplate, but you will still see his character model, and you really need to focus on that, because if you lose track of Lazarus and you start like focusing somebody else, it might be a bad game as a monster. But right now we are gonna be playing Assault, and let's go ahead and grab ourselves Hide. And I actually prefer to play Assault to anything else out of all of the hunters. And the reason for that is because, as I stated before, if you have a teammate, like if you have teammates that can't really either trap the monster really fast, like, or just stick together, or just circle, like spread in such a way that they can quickly reassemble and fight the monster as a unit, it's actually a horrible experience to queue up as a healer or as a support. So the perks we grabbed for Hide were the reload speed and the straight up damage. Straight up damage, I pick it, I just love it, because Assault is all about damage. Like, you are the only person who, like, whose damage matters, like whose damage to the monster actually matters, because you do triples the damage of other characters to the monsters if you do everything properly. And we also grabbed the Bounty Hunter perk. That 50% item swap increase is actually really helpful for Hide, for reasons I will explain in just a second. So let's talk about his abilities. His weapons and abilities. He has a flamethrower, and it's a flamethrower. It's close to medium range. It has a ton of damage output, ton of damage per second, and it leaves your enemy burning for like a couple of seconds after, so you can like use it. Like, I mean, it's a flamethrower. It's just straight up flamethrower. Then your second weapon is your minigun. It's not as powerful as a flamethrower. It has probably like 20% less damage output and no burning, but it allows you to shoot like from medium to long range and potentially hit a monster like a couple of times when he's running out, because the spray is so wide that it's really hard to hit monster like from the long range unless you just click, like unless you don't like wind it up, you know? But it's there, it's helpful. I never use it personally. Well, maybe like I use it for like 1% of the whole game, like of the whole fight, just like for those finishing shots when the monster is running away to maybe do like 1% of his health and damage. But that's not really that helpful. And your third ability as hide is actually the poison bomb, and it's super strong. Like, it does 100 damage per second, I believe. And that's a ton of damage. Like, your flamethrower does like basically the same amount of damage. And like together they end up like it's ridiculous how much damage over time hide has. And I really like it. I really like him as an assault. And for reasons I mentioned earlier, I like playing support rather than healer simply because it's a better experience. I have a better win rate as an assault because I know that I can damage the monster enough to where my healer won't. Even if my healer like dies, the monster will already lose his armor, and I'm really glad about that. So the item swap speed, the reason we grabbed that is because of our poison grenade. The poison grenade is so potent that it's actually... damn it, I need to get some verticality here. It's actually so potent that you want to be constantly swapping to it. Like you want to be constantly casting the poison grenade as soon as you get it. And that item swap speed actually helps you do that. Okay, so see, like this, he already has no armor whatsoever, and the fight is just beginning. So let's swap to our grenade, and let's do the damage again. So that's the basic rotation for you as hide. You want to use your grenade, then immediately swap to a flamethrower and start damaging the monster. Also, this guy actually has a lot of health. I believe this is a Kraken, and I actually didn't think that he would have so much health for some reason, unless he is stage 2, which would be super weird. But his health bar is pretty big. Okay, so let's swap to the grenade again. Yeah, he's just straight up fighting us. He should actually retreat, since his health is depleting so rapidly and he wasn't really able to kill anybody on our side. This is just... wow, this is just a slaughter. Oh my god, poor guy. But look at this. Oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, our healer died, but the monster is already dead. So this is the difference between playing a healer and playing an assault. This is just like, come on, this is awesome. I love this game, honestly. This is... and it's free. It's freaking free. So try it out. Like, why not, you know? A cool game. So look at this damage. That's actually not a lot. It's only 8,000 damage, but in my defense, he wasn't like... it was a very short fight. It was just like a stage 1 rush. So we probably burned through 70% of his health or something. And that's cool. That's cool. So if you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And as always, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.